Hello everybody and welcome to the last Top 5 Wednesday of April. Top 5 Wednesdays always was started by Lainey over Ginger Reads Lainey, and she opened it up several months ago for anybody to join, so as always the link for the Goodreads group is down below. So for the final Wednesday here in April, the topic was top 5 characters you hate. It's really hard for me to narrow down just 5 characters whom I hate, but I decided to try and find characters whom I didn't necessarily love to hate, I just actually vehemently disliked. Because for me, there's a difference between characters I really hate and characters whom I love to hate. For example, I love to hate Cersei Lannister and Joffrey Baratheon from A Song of Ice and Fire by George R. R. Martin, because they're so easy to hate, and they're just like, I relish hating them. I have fun hating them. However, the characters on this list, I not only hate, they actually on some level make me sick, and I don't enjoy hating them. I just genuinely hate them as people. So that's kind of what I shot for with these 5. As always, this is a relatively arbitrary list when it comes to rankings. There's no real order to them. Really, do I ever put serious order to these? Number 5 on this list is Paris of Troy from essentially Greek mythology. He doesn't really have a particular single story that's his own, perhaps other than just the judgment of Paris. And I'm sure you're wondering, why do you hate this guy? I mean, really, why would you hate him in comparison to so many of the other characters who featured during all the mythology that surrounds the Trojan War? Call me a prude or whatever have you, old-fashioned. I don't believe in sailing to a guy's home under the pretense of finally achieving peace between 2 nation states, seducing and then kidnapping this guy's wife, bringing her back to your home country, and when the guy shows up saying, I'm willing to leave if you just give me back my wife, and this guy says no. Paris says no. He just sails over to Sparta, steals or convinces Helen to come with him, depends which way you want to look at it, and brings her back, and then hides. He hides behind his walls, he hides behind his king daddy, and he hides behind his older brother Hector. I'm like, really? You're not even gonna fight your own battle on this front? And then the one time that he does fight, he's a little sneak. There's no honor to it. And okay, maybe I sound a little old-fashioned talking about honor, but really, you wait till Achilles is coming into a temple. Guys. Okay, let's not even go into like how many levels of wrong killing someone like in a temple is. Far too many levels of wrong. I'm sorry, maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned and I'm into the whole like honor shtick on that front, but also Achilles is my boy. I don't agree with everything that he does, but he's kind of my boy. So you don't go killing Achilles. But honestly, for me, Paris is that quintessential spoiled, pampered prince kid. You cost so many people their lives, and I just hate you. He's almost the original Joffrey, except he's a bit more the lover, not a fighter thing. I don't know, Paris just bothers me more. I can't explain it. Number 4 on this list is Dolores Umbridge from the Harry Potter series, namely Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, the 2 books in which she actually features. This woman, oh, I couldn't even enjoy hating her. She just made me angry. She's an absolute megalomaniac and a sadist. As much as Voldemort is the primary antagonist, Umbridge rose up my hackles more than Voldemort did. Because I think there's something about her torturing of kids and her just like sitting there with that prim little smile the whole time that she does it that just turns my stomach. She just makes me sick. Also, the pink. So much pink. Dolores Umbridge is sick. She's not well in the head at all. And I think we can all agree also those scenes in the Deathly Hallows where she's holding court over the Muggle-born witches and wizards is probably one of the few times I read those books where I got really angry. I mean, I was physically angry. I had to stop reading and take a few breaths and then keep going because I got so worked up over that. Number 3 on this list is Bob Ewell from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Oh, I hate him because, again, he makes me sick. Bob Ewell, who beats and it is implied rapes his own daughter, who has an innocent man go to jail for what he did and basically indirectly causes Tom Robinson's death, who freaking attacks Jem and Scout. He is an ignorant, awful, drunken piece of detritus that can barely pass for a human being. Oh, I hate him. He is essentially a personification of the ignorant, racist bigot, and I hate him for it. I think Bob Ewell was one of the first times I was truly repulsed by a character, and then also was actually kind of scared of a character. I remember reading To Kill a Mockingbird for the first time and being really freaked out by him. Number 2 on this list is Ramsay Snow / Ramsay Bolton from the Song of Ice and Fire series. I do not enjoy my hatred of Ramsay. He makes Joffrey look like a fairy princess. The level of sick, twisted torture he gets up to actually makes me ill. I read his bits, particularly with Theon. I'm not going to say what, because I don't want to spoil, but the interactions between him and Theon, literally just, I can't be eating. I can't be near food when that happens because I'm just like, I don't really have an appetite, I'm good. I really just hate him. I hate him. I hate his father, but I hate him more because I think his father is genuinely and rightfully scared of him because Ramsay is unwell in the head, doesn't even begin to cover what's wrong with Ramsay. I would rather hang out with Joffrey for an afternoon than hang out with Ramsay for an afternoon. Or even for an hour. And my number 1 choice for a character that I hate is sort of cheating. It's a collection of characters, because essentially it is half the male figures of the Millennium Trilogy by Stieg Larsson. When I say this, I'm normally looking at Martin Wenger, Niels Bjorman, and Zalachenko. These 3 I hate so much because they feel real. These are people who exist in some way, shape, or form in the world. People who just hate women, really, to a degree that they think it is okay to kidnap, to rape, sodomize, torture, beat, and treat like trash any woman they meet. Any woman they meet is essentially a whore. It's a thing, a piece of property they can abuse. And what makes me even more sick is that they know they have the power to get away with it. And that is why I hate them so much, because there's this smugness to them. There is something about those characters, and in general that character archetype, that just upsets me. Again, makes me feel sick. It causes a physical reaction, and those characters just... I feel sick even just thinking. I'm just gonna stop. But yes, those are my top 5 characters whom I hate. Not even love to hate, just hate. So I will see you guys for Top 5 Wednesday again in May. And until that time, cheers.